Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and today we're asking that question: if you're shopping for an RV and you're a grandparent or perhaps you have an extended family, do you buy the bunk house? Well, I've got one today that I think kind of fits the best of both worlds. This is the 302VBH by Venture. It's a Stratus product line, and it's kind of awesome. Let's check it out. The farmhouse decor in here is quite refreshing. I love the bright white cabinetry, and it's throughout. We see wall paneling this white. We see this kind of nice neutral tones here, which means that it's easy to decorate this unit, in my mind at least. Now, this is the newest RV in the Stratus lineup, and as far as I know, it's the largest Stratus that's been built to date. But at right around 7,000 pounds dry, there are a lot of vehicles out there that can tow this safely. Let's get into this interior though. I'm standing right here in the kitchen where when we walk up through the door, we're greeted by this space. It's not a huge kitchen, but it definitely gets the job done. We have our large countertop here with a glass cover over our 3-burner range with an oven beneath, just extending that workspace, some storage above and below, a microwave over there, and Venture even goes and throws in this cool little cutting board / presentation board. I think that's a nice complimentary add on their part. And of course, there's a giant single basin stainless steel sink with a high-rise faucet for getting those pots and pans clean. Now, when it comes to cold storage, this has a very large Envision 12-volt refrigerator with a big freezer compartment down low, and there's a pantry right next to it. So there's definitely plenty of space for your pots and pans and all of your dry goods. We've got that covered in here. Right by the door at the base of the kitchen, we have this space which could potentially host a couple of stools and become a breakfast bar for you if you need it. There's also more storage up underneath it, and they created a little shoe cubby down low. In addition to being able to dine at the little breakfast bar there, we have a sit-and-slide dinette. I think this thing's pretty cool. It's a small twist on the classic dinette in the sense that we still can convert it into a bed. There's still storage below, but the table slides to adjust for whoever's sitting down or getting in and out with ease. Now, right above that dinette, we have an entertainment center with a flat screen TV. Now, what's cool about this is that it is directly across from our theater seating. So we can recline, we can watch the TV. Built into this, we have a cool little heat and massage function. I think that's pretty nifty. And they've built in little USB ports into each of the arms so that we can charge devices on the fly while we're sitting there. Additionally, it has a center console that drops down with cup holders and more plugs. There's even a 110 outlet built in there, so if we're not charging by USB, we can plug that in. Now, when it comes to the bunks though, right here at the back in the corner, we have 2 full bunks that are rated at 500 pounds apiece, which means those adult kids can sleep in there too. There's windows in each, lights, and there's even an AC port, so we're going to be climate controlled in there just fine. And when it comes to excess storage, we've got a large compartment down low where we can stash all kinds of stuff. Right next to those bunks, we have the entrance to our bathroom. Now this features a standalone foot flush toilet. We have a stainless steel sink with a medicine cabinet, lots of little excess storage in here, and then there's a generous sized shower with a skylight above for us tall folks to be able to bathe comfortably. Also, it's of note that they're installing a tankless hot water heater here. The controls are located right inside that bathroom door. You can have continuous hot water and take a nice long shower. Now, at the very front of the trailer, in its own private room, we have the primary suite here. They've done some interesting things. We have a queen bed on a slide, so that's an east-west bed, providing a lot more space at the foot of the bed to get up and get ready in the morning. Again, more features that are more like a mom and pop trailer than a standard bunkhouse, especially in this weight class. Now, when it comes to storage, they didn't slouch in here either. They gave us this huge closet with the 2 sliding barn doors to close it up and cover it. There's all kinds of storage space in here, including racks and hanging space. Also, at the foot of the bed, we have a chest of drawers with some hidden storage up top. I think that's kind of neat. It's a cool space to kind of stash keys and other things that you want quick access to. Up above it, there's a TV backer plate in the wall, so we can mount a flat screen TV in here. All of the connections are up on the ceiling. We mentioned storage at the foot of the bed, this large closet, but what we didn't mention is the storage underneath the bed. There's a strut-assisted lift, and we've got a large compartment area where we could stow away all kinds of things. Also of note is the fact that Venture has put in these little nightstand-like tables up above each side of the bed, and then on the ceiling up underneath here, you'll find plugs so that you can charge your phone up, have an alarm clock, or maybe even run a CPAP machine. You could probably store it up top here or down off to the side of the bed. This is a 50 amp service camper, and we've optioned it in with 2 air conditioners. So we have one here in the bedroom and one out in the main room. We can run one or both. And finally, in this bedroom, one of the things that I like that they've done is put in this cool little accent wall. They had a big blank wall here, and rather than just stick traditional wallboard on it, which is boring in my opinion, they've gone in and they've paneled it, they made it look good, and they've added these coat hangers. I can see putting robes, coats, whatever else up there that you may need to store. Obviously, I brought mine in from outside. It's cold, hung it up right there. It's a great spot for it. Now, before we head outside and check out some of the features there, I want to talk about this main control panel and run the primary slide in so that you can see what's accessible at a quick pit stop. So right when you come through the door on the right, you have our primary control panel. Here's where we're going to check all of our tanks, turn on lights, run awnings in and out, and of course, run those 2 slides in and out as well. Let's bring those slides in and see what's accessible. All right, so with our 2 slides in, what do we have access to? Well, I can pretty much come in and get to that bathroom. I can access a lot of my kitchen, certainly the sink, certainly the overhead stuff. I can't get to the microwave, but you'd need shore power anyway for that, or a generator. I can, however, get to this 12-volt refrigerator and the pantry, and there's a decent sized walkway heading back to that bathroom. Overall, I'd give this a pretty high rating for a quick pit stop with the slide in. Pretty much everything you need access to, you can get. Now, let's open it back up, let's head outside and check out some of those features. Out here, we've got some really cool stuff going on. For one, we have a maximum sized Solera electric awning that runs out of the touch of a button. It has LED lights up along the wall to make this patio space magical at night. They've got a great glass entry door. I think these are really classy. They look great. They clean up easy. And then down low, we have the solid step entry with the adjustable feet for uneven terrain. When it comes to the wheel setup here, they've done something cool. They've put some automotive grade aluminum wheels on here. Again, I just think those look classy, especially compared to a lot of the steel wheels that we see in this travel trailer segment. At the back of the camper, we have an outside kitchen. Let's open this bad boy up. Notice that we do have magnetic catches here and an insulated baggage door. Inside, you're gonna see that we have some storage, a little refrigerator, and then if we slide this guy out, We've got a sink as well as a Suburban griddle. And next to that sink, we've got the Suburban griddle. This has a Lodge cast iron top to it. This is going to be great for frying up bacon outside and not stinking up the trailer inside. Here at the back of the trailer, you'll find a ladder heading up to that fully walkable roof, camera prep for a backup camera, a full-size spare on our 4-inch square tube bumper, which can also host a sewer hose. And if we look down low, you'll see that we've got electric stabilizer jacks, which I think is really cool. More on that when we get to the front. Now, when it comes to dumping your tanks, we have a split system here. On the rear, underneath our bathroom, you'll see the primary black tank dump as well as the rear gray tank dump. But because that kitchen was a little further forward, up here just in front of this slide, we're going to find one more spot to dump gray water. Right in between the slides, we have our primary hookups for our water right here. They're behind a lockable door, and we have a selector valve for whether we want city water or fresh water. But also have noticed that they put in an outside hot and cold water station that connects up to this spigot, which means you can clean things off or even maybe put a shower rod in between these two, hang a curtain, and have yourself a nice outside shower. Now, off the back of the bedroom slide, you'll notice they're just taking up any dead space they can, so they've carved out some storage here. What I think is cool is that the doors to our storage have slam latches and magnetic catches, so they're easy to operate and they're very stable. There's pass-through storage at the front of the trailer with access on either side. Lots of space to keep your tools, some lights, and this is where you're going to keep your camp chairs and all that stuff that you just don't need access to all of the time. I think it's a decent space, and again, we've got the slam latches, magnetic catches, and insulated baggage doors here. Stepping up to the very front of the trailer, we have a molded fiberglass front cap with a rock guard down low. This is equipped with a battery cutoff switch behind the battery tray, 2 LP tanks. They're grill-sized tanks. That's more than enough to get you through the season. And then at the very front, we have this BAL tongue jack. Now, this is different. This is special in my mind. It's not something that we see across the board in travel trailers, but I like it a lot. It's not your standard Lippert tongue jack. You open up the top here, and we have a wide selection of what we can do, specifically because this has electric stabilizer jacks all the way around, and we can run everything from this panel. Overall, I really like this 302VBH. It's brand new for 2025, and it has a lot of features that I feel like combine the best of both worlds when it comes to a mom and pop trailer and a bunkhouse camper. This thing has all kinds of storage, lots of space, a comfy living room, and I think it could be the answer to your RV needs. If you want to see it in person, check it out at Southern RV. We're in both Cumming, Georgia and McDonough, Georgia, or you can visit southernnrv.com to see more. You can also give us a call at 770-477-0552 with any questions. And please like, comment, subscribe, share. It really helps out a small channel like ours. And until next time, happy camping.